Hey, welcome back to the garage. I know I said I didn't plan on showing this face too often, and I get it. You and we both associate this channel with super high quality production values. Oh man, there are definitely times I should have been doing the hospital thing. I still forgot. Okay, but in my defense, and we had a doozy this morning. I got through teaching the Electric Eyrie, got into the playthrough, played about 15 minutes so, found out that only 8 minutes got taped because I'm terrible at keeping my phone, which is what I do my recording on, free of other things, which seems, doesn't seem, it is in direct conflict with what I'm trying to accomplish here. And then accidentally deleted the first 8 minutes, so I have nothing for the first couple of turns. Now luckily I did like a little 10-cent Cliff Notes version of what took place in the game up to that point, and the beginning of the game is just a lot of posturing, so I think that should be fine. But I did have some other tips that came out while I was doing the setup, so I wanted to just kind of quickly do that. But before I do that, I figured later on in the video I mentioned how it'd be nice to show around a couple of things in the studio, so to speak, the garage, for anyone who is possibly thinking of being crazy and taking the plunge on making content like this yourself. So let's look around a little bit. Okay, so first off, Electric Eyrie, Mechanical Marquis, and Vagabond myself. Let's finish setting these guys up. I did say I was just going to do the normal mode, which means you just read the boards, not using any of the difficulty cards. As for the traits, I am doing one each. So War Tax is what I drew for the Eyrie. Whenever you remove an enemy building or token, its owner loses 1 victory point. Now obviously that is quite detrimental against Marquis and essentially not an issue at all for the Vagabond, but I did say I was playing them before this was drawn, so I'm not cheating. Again, Marquis, not using difficulty cards, but the trait card that I drew is Iron Will. Whenever you recruit in escalated daylight, place double the warriors. And I can honestly say, because of kind of where I place these on the board, I don't think, it might come out in editing, I don't think I missed any times when these otherwise would happen. So, woohoo! A couple things. So, for all my Vagabond characters, I went with, I believe this was one of the originals, the Ranger, because I figured since the clockworks, they don't really know what diplomacy is. There's no not attacking you really, unless the way you break ties means you're not the threat. So I figured that I would probably be taking a lot of hits and being able to, jump into my hideout and repair 3 items rather than having to rely on that full rest and wasting a whole turn would be a useful thing. So Ranger was who I went with. Last but not least, and this is just kind of like a quality of life thing. Well, first of all, quality of life. If you haven't already, getting the pack of Vagabond meeples is pretty awesome, especially if you are in one of those weird games where you have 2 at the same time. I know that there is like the original and then the flipped ink version, but it's fun to have them that actually match. So, all winky there. Boop. In whatever you store your factions, whether they're these fancy drawstring bags or plastic bags or whatever, I highly recommend all of your ruins, your R items, and your starting, your S items. Those go into wherever you store the Vagabond stuff. So these 12 of the basic items that are in every game and the 4 ruins that are in every game, regardless of if there's a Vagabond or not. And that's important because it is limited. Only one person can make a crossbow in a game, even if there's no Vagabond to actually take advantage of it. So these live in the same bag that my dice live in, because I'm going to need them every time. But the starting and ruin items, I only need if I actually have a Vagabond, so they just stay in here otherwise. Aside from that, I think I will let past me in real life, but future me from your perspective in the video, explain what took place in those first 2 turns. It wasn't super nail-biting-y. I'll leave that part for later in the match. So thanks for being here, and back to you, past self. All right, welcome back to the garage. You may notice there's a little bit of difference from the board state, so I'm going to see how good of a storyteller I am. So birds moved up here, battled. I did stuff over here, killed some cats, got some things. Cats are hostile, so now I'm making money every time I kill one of them. Cats came around, escalated daylight, bunch of dudes moved in here, beat up on the birds. Birds took another turn, moved over here, pushed up here, battled there, got a new roost. They made a boot. I took a turn. Oh, and the cats made a crossbow. I went over here, traded with the birds, so now we're better buddies. I got my 3rd boot that way. Moved over here, since it previously wasn't hostile. This was a bird-controlled territory, believe it or not. I traded for the crossbow from the cats, even though they don't like me. I immediately used that and my other crossbow to take out 2 cats, and just hung out there. But then the cats had their 2nd escalated daylight in a row. They, again, pooped a bunch of dudes out. They squeezed them in here, and as you see, they destroyed that little bird hideout there. So now it is the bird's turn again, and we're mostly caught up. Sorry, you know, probably not building a ton of trust in my brand to have a bajillion mistakes in my previous video and previous playthrough at least, and then this giant skip in time, but I'll try to be better in the future. You know, can anybody ask for more than that? Birds. Can't build anything, which isn't great for me, the player who's kind of, you know, counting on that. Okay, so they do have a fox clearing. They do have a rabbit clearing. They no longer have the clearing there, so tie is broken with most enemy pieces, fewest Eyrie, lowest priority. So fewest Eyrie is here. Those guys are just kind of cut off now. Move from matching clearing to one without a roost, leaving behind as many as there are. Fewest enemy pieces, lowest priority. Well, but yeah, without a roost. Okay, so that'll be interesting. Here, I mean, I guess I would move one over here. So they're posed to put them down there, right? Oh no, never mind. Because it's 3, so no one's doing anything. Battle. No foxes. No rabbits. Clearing with no roost. Most defenses builded, lowest priority. You. 2 and O. Oh no, extra hit. Okay. And now place a roost. Clearing, you rule with highest priority, which would be this one. And then 2 victory points. Okay, so I'm in a tricky spot. You know, I'm gonna do that, that, and that. So I'm going to expend a boot, move over here, setting myself up so I can do that. But also I'm just going to remove these 2 enemy pieces to keep that from getting too crazy. And I get 4 for that because it's a building, so it's 1, but it's +1 because the cats don't like me. I don't know if that's my absolute best plan, because now that puts me squarely in the crosshairs for the birds, but you know, we'll see. Oh, if I could get that other, I mean, so the hammer is in one of those, or someone could make one, but I do need some tea in a big way. Okay, cats are, let's be real, not doing too great. Battle in orange, I do have that there. Yeah, that's how you do it. Recruit 4 warriors evenly amongst those that they rule. So that and that, right? And there we go. Build. This is obviously the spot with the most pieces. Move all but 3 of your warriors to an adjacent one with the most enemy pieces. And failing that, highest priority. So we'll go high priority first. Move in there. Move over here, and that's it. They did place a building, so they're going to score 1 point. Okay, look at that. End of round 3. We have a new leader. Birds. Fox. Okay, so 2 guys. 1 guy. Fewest Eyrie. Move. Okay, so there's still a little tricksiness going on. So obviously we're still looking for, you know, one without a roost, which both of these do. So the destination tie is clearing with fewest enemy pieces than lowest priority. So even though there's a battle here, he's going to go over here. I mean, there is this, so that maybe the robot does know something. However, he will move up here to a roost because that's the fewest enemy pieces. Because F that. And then this, they will. Okay. And place, oh right, battle. So we don't have any fox battles. Luckily, we don't have an orange one, so I'm safe there. We do have a yellow battle though. And then this would, well, no roost, most of it. Okay, well, nuts. Yeah, that stinks. I can't even fight back. So they do hit me for 3. Oof, okay. But I don't accidentally hurt them. So, I mean, there's that. Looks like I'm slipping into a, well, or not. What would be better? For me to rest and get all these back? No. Right? So instead I'm gonna keep, those are my 3 hits. Yeah. Okay. So 2 victory points for the birds. I will refresh these 3. I really need to make that that tea. I will do these to get rid of that. I will store this somewhere magical. And I will draw 2 cards. I have another root T. Okay. Not great, because I'd love them to just make it. And then I will use this to repair 1, 2, and 3. That's it. So you draw 1 more card. I have to discard down. Not a stellar turn for me. Oh my goodness. Makes a bag. So battles in all clearings. Currently we just have the 1. 1 and 1. Recruit. I only have 5. So I'm just going to split that up, 2 and 3, with this being the higher of the low priorities. Does that make sense? Goodness. Build. Move all but 3. Okay. Okay. And then battle again. So, and they are going against most pieces is still birds. 3 and 1. Feeling uncomfortable about my positioning. Score 2 victory points. Tides have changed. Okay, so I peek behind the curtain. If you ever notice, hey, the table looks slightly different. It's because I shot a video over to my laptop and had to put my phone back up on the Steadicam. Sometime I'll take a picture of what I'm working with. For all you potential would-be content creators out there, you don't need to have some crazy setup. I clearly don't. Okay, so, hey, that is great news. That's exactly what I need to make myself some root tea. I like it. So red, so we do have, actually we have all 3 roofs here. That's, I say we, that's not me. So all but 3 fewest enemy pieces, lowest priority. So there was a piece here that was preventing, there isn't anymore, so let's go there. All but 1 to, I mean, that's fewest enemy pieces. They're making a play for it. I mean, I don't know if they noticed that, but who am I to judge? And then all but 3, so these guys go in here. Okay, battle in red. Lady in red. 3 and 1. I'm really excited for when, you know, that's the ticket. How not to forget about your traits. Be excited for when they happen. I can't wait. Okay, only rabbit clearing. 1 and 1. And that's it. They're out of battles. Okay. Highest priority, which, oh, 1. We have 1 up. That is a bad, okay. Who am I to talk? You have these 3 down here. Why? Whatever. Then get 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. We have a new leader. So, here's the thing. The reason this is the way it is because I don't have any tea. But I do have 2 cards that allow me to get tea. So I'm going to use that. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just using it for, I need 1 for a move. That's it. Well, no, that's not true. Well, it is true. But actually, yeah, let's use my slip to get out of there. That doom stack, because that's gross. So first off, I will give you this. Oh, I should give you 2 things. Right? Yeah. Does give you 2 victory points though. So there is that. So you're gonna give me that. Oh, so I did this for that whole aiding thing. I'm gonna go ahead and do this now. Make this just 2 victory points. And I'm going to, oh right, shoot. Yeah, that was dumb, wasn't it? Yes, it was. I'll answer my own question. Yes, it was. Because that's a bad thing here. Can't get this bag. Still okay, I'm at exactly my max. So now the question is, I probably get out of there, right? Yeah. And then draw. Okay. And that is my turn. Okay. You're not really helping me out a ton here, bud. Battle in mouse clearings. You don't have any mouse battles. Recruit evenly among mouse clearings. 1, 2, 3, and highest priority getting the extra one. Build, this is definitely the most. All but 3? Yes. Okay, did build 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. Crossbow, oh man, already did that one. Most enemy pieces definitely here. The robot knows. Mouse clearings, the only one I have here, and that's it. I do not go into turmoil though, as we have discussed. Move from the matching clearing. So that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 are available. With no roost, fewest enemy pieces would be here. Well, actually, that's tied. Lowest priority. There. Then smartish. From rabbits. And then okay, they're kind of getting all out to everything, huh? Battling, this should be interesting. So clearing with no roost, yeah, right. Okay, so they get 2, they lose 2. I think it might be time to cut ties with, I mean, they're so spread out, I can't stop them from putting roost down. I don't even know if I can necessarily help that process. Mouse, nothing. Rabbit, nothing. And any clearing is here again because there's a roost up there. 2. Okay, placing a roost, highest priority. Yeah, they're definitely just a full-blown issue at this point. I may have let things get out of hand. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm still buds with them. So I can I mean, I can do this because I'm in the rabbit clearing. I think I might as well. I can move over here. The normal cost of just 1. Or, you know what? No, I think, okay, so I can do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to slip over here. I'm going to craft a root T. I'm going to destroy the roost. Oh, shoot. Okay, hold on. So, shoot. So, I'm going to do everything the same. Except, maybe, oh my goodness. Is that thing still down there? It is. I'm just being stupid. Oh, man. So, move this in here. Did that to make the T with the card. I'm going to give this to the cats. Take their bag. I don't get that. They get that. Actually, that's a no. I'm going to keep that around because it's a victory point, an easy victory point that I can get later on otherwise. Gonna move and kill. So I get 1 because the first one sets me hostile. I don't know that is gonna help. Root T just did it. So no thank you. Battle in orange. I have that one. 1, 2. Oof. Okay. Yeah. This isn't good. Recruit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Build. Obviously here. Well, no. Not obviously there. There's 6 over here. Move all but 3. Location with the most enemies, all but 3, and 1 victory point. Okay. Not looking great. Well, that's the most enemy warriors, so that happens. There are no more recruits. Moving 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 of these. Go over here. Mouse clearing. There aren't enough for me to move. Rabbit clearing. I can't. Stuck in. That other thing. It's 3. Nope, they're stuck there. Battle time. Well, that's obviously the one they're going to focus on. 3 and 1. Mouse clearing. They don't have any battles. Rabbit clearing. Lowest priority. 1. Oh, actually, they would score an extra one here because it's tied for most. Then they get another. No roosts, most defenseless buildings. Lowest priority. So that's 4. Yeah, it's not going to go well. This is the primary issue. They have unfettered access to roosts. 27. Oof. Little old me. Oh, I should have drawn at the end of last turn. Which means I would have got a bag, but whatever. My fault. Well, boots to move, thing to explore. Actually, you know what? No. Game. Okay, boots to move. I guess I get all of them. I don't know why I'm taking so much time to think about it. So I think I slip, then move, and attack. Yeah, there we go. So slip. Not the most helpful thing in the world. Oh, yeah, actually, yes it is. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna give that to you. I will do this to make boop boop sword. Then I guess I will, yeah, use these to take out these guys. Use this and this to move down here. This to do an attack. F. Sweet. So I do send that packing. He does one hit back to me. I guess I will send one of these down there. Oh, but I do get another victory point for killing the guy down here, not just the building. Oh, but then an extra one. I'll double check the math there. Should have been 2 points for up here, 1 for the guy, 1 for the building, 1 extra for the building. So 5 points total, plus 2 for making the sword. So 7 points that turn. Not a bad turn. Cat makes a boot. 12 points. Okay, battles in orange. There are none. Recruit in orange. 1, 2, 1, 2. Build in orange, where there's a space. Move all but 3 out of orange. And score 2 points. I think this is probably going to be where, and when I say probably, I mean definitely. So, you are witnessing the end times, friends. I guess this is the only one. Move. Like this. So no roost. Fewest enemy pieces. Orange is doing nothing of the sort. Yellow is, though. Whoa. Okay. And then roundabout way of doing it. Let's see if they end the game before they get here. Right? That's the only yes. 1, 2, 3. Orange. 1, 2, 3, 4, because all of these are tied for most. So 1, 2, 3, and 1. So almost to be killing buildings. Not quite. Might come back to it though. And then no roost. Most defenseless buildings. Oh. Yeah. So, yeah, that would do it. So there we go. So here I am, second place, and that's that. So that's how Electric Eyrie works. I am super proud. I never forgot about this. I also never forgot about this. Pro tip, put them somewhere where they're not completely in the way, but where you are being reminded of them. It was helpful for me. I tried my strategy. I think picking them off one at a time with the crossbows is only so good. Honestly, I probably should have shifted down here and been tidying up this row because this is where all the roosts were, with typically a few number of soldiers. So I could have been doling out the hurt down here. I mean, only having just recently getting my second sword there, and the other one is under there, and so this is where, you know, taking advantage of this, just going in here and swinging for 2-3, you know, it wasn't a terrible thing, but Electric Eyrie came out on top. So that's another game. Thanks for sticking around. I'm gonna go ahead and clear up. See you next time at the garage. Hey, you're still around. Okay, well, you've earned it. Next time on our teaching video, we're going to be exploring the Automated Alliance, which in order of kind of complexity, cats, birds, alliance, Vagabond. So this will be up next, but then just to spill the beans, because you stuck around, the next playthrough is going to be reprising Electric Eyrie, because we've only done that one once, obviously showing off the Automated Alliance, and then I will be playing Underground Duchy, which, another peek behind the curtain. I've given you lots of them this time around. The Duchy is, I think, my new favorite faction to play. I have not played as the Corvid Conspiracy, just because I got this expansion just in time to play this a couple times with my friends before the pandemic hit. And I don't know, I'll have to do some more research. I feel like the whole guessing the plot sort of situation, I don't think there's anything in place for the clockworks to pay attention to that sort of stuff. So I feel like that'd be a major aspect of this faction that wouldn't be utilized. Just to look to the future, the Riverfolk Company actually does have some stuff. There is not a clockwork one of this published yet, but there is the Better Bot project version out there. And there are actually cards for the other factions in terms of what things they would buy from the Riverfolk Company. So I'm wondering if there's a chance that something like that would happen for Corvids, or maybe I'm just being ridiculous and there doesn't need to be. I don't know. I'll do more research, but it's all besides the point. This is absolutely, I think, my favorite faction in the game now that they've come out. So this will be the lineup next time, and I'll see you back in the garage. First of all, I was going to do taping this morning, but there were a bunch of bugs in these lights, and they were not only making a bunch of clicking noises, but they were just straight up landing on me and being distracting. So I have a bug zapper now. That's kind of part of the production. So this is my Steadicam, which is just like a camera arm with a little phone stand on there. Super basic, and I just pounded a nail into that wood that I put up in the rafters, and I just let's see, and I just, oh, that's right, I hang it in that part, and I just hang it like that. Remember we talked about production values? On display. This has nothing to do with the video. I'm just really proud of it. For those of you living in the Twin Cities area, I love Inside Brewing, and I've been collecting these cans for like 3 years. Pretty much shortly after I moved here, I started collecting these, and finally made this sweet thing to show them off because the artwork is awesome. So, okay.